In this video, I want to talk about the concept of being the best geography teacher in the world. And when I talk about being the best, it's basically enough information to teach your students the countries of the world, the locations of the 50 states, so that they can then begin absorbing the news when they hear it around on the news. When you teach them about social studies or other topics, if they know the names and locations of the countries of the world, the 50 states, continents, and oceans, then when you teach them things, they absorb it better, quicker. And when I talk about the best, if I ask somebody, what is 7 times 8? And they say 56, there is no better answer than that. When I ask somebody to recite the 50 states, and they can go Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, and get them all correct. If they get them correct, if you get it correct, there's nobody that can say that's not Alabama or that's not Alaska. You are tied with, let's say you're tied with other teachers who can do this. With this system, I want to show you how you can learn the names and locations, how you can learn and teach names and locations of the continents and oceans, 50 states, 175 countries of the world, and the provinces of Canada in 1 month, 30 days. With our system, it's a fast-paced system. Get your adrenaline going. You have to focus. If you spend 1 hour a night with this system, by the end of the month, you will be able to show your students how to use this system, show your students that, first of all, you can do it. When you're ready to teach them countries of South America, show them. Give them a stopwatch and show them that they can, show them that you can recite all 14 countries of South America in 14 seconds. So let's just do this. Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands, French Guiana, Guyana, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela. Stop. That was less than 14 seconds. When you can show your students to do that you can do it, challenge them to do the same thing, and you know how to reward, you know how to inspire, you know how to encourage your students. You can do this, learn it yourself, show them. And let's get right into showing you how the system works. When I go to clickandlearnsoftware.com, bring that up on the stage. When I go to clickandlearnsoftware.com and click the Play Now button, I will search for a thumbnail that says, you can become a great geography teacher in just 30 days. When I click that, the games for today, the first day of the month, first day of 30 days comes up, and we click that and find out what we're supposed to learn today. Also, over here on the left, when you click this button, it'll open a new window with maps that you can print, maps of the world, maps in 50 states, maps of Africa, and so forth. You can freely print those. But when I click this button, it's going to bring up the first topic that we're going to talk about. I click single player. We're going to go with, that's supposed to be the game about the continents and oceans. So I'm going to have to fix that. This is funny. No, this is sad. I should have had this ready before I started this. But I'm going to go into the game, and I want to show you. This is the game that'll be in there. I'm going to go to the free geography channels. I'm going to click the topic for continents and oceans. I'm going to play the first game that says continents. Well, let's go right to one that says continents and oceans combined. Click that. Click single player. We have 7 questions on the screen. 7 is a magic number. Students can learn 7 items at a time. They can't learn 10 as easily. With our system, they will learn 7 states, 7, 14, 21, 28 states or countries at a time. Let's click the go button. I'll show you how it works. At the top, it asks for Africa. One of these continents is Africa. One of these buttons would be the correct button to click when it asks for Africa. When you click the correct button, watch what happens. You get a green light and the button disappears. The question changes to Antarctica and we're racing the clock. It asks for Antarctica. You can click around and say, okay, this is North America. Click around, this is Asia. Or you can use the show me button. The show me button appears after 5 seconds since you click the last correct answer. The show me button shows you where the button is for, in this case, Antarctica. Then it asks for Asia. Is this Asia? No, that's South America. We can use the show me button again. That's Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, and South America. We did not beat the clock, so we play over and over and over until we beat the clock. We have 10 seconds to do this. It asks for Africa. It takes about 4 plays. It takes about 4 plays to get to where you can actually beat this level and move on to the next level. In order to beat the clock, I don't have time to look at the question each time. I have to know that after Africa, Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America, without even looking at the question. We present these in alphabetical order: Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America, and then we add the oceans. And the next, when we click go, now there's going to be 12 buttons on the screen. We already know the content because we played that game about 4 times. We have whispered as we click. We have said Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America. We can click those buttons without even looking at the question, because I know it's going to be Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America. And now we get into new questions. It asks for the Arctic Ocean. We can click around. Is this the Arctic? No, that's the Pacific. Is this the Arctic? No, that's the Indian Ocean. When you click the correct button, the button disappears, you get a green light, and it goes to the next question. It asks for the Atlantic Ocean. If you go over 5 seconds, let me do that again. It asks for the Atlantic. Now, if you go over 5 seconds without the correct answer, the show me button will appear. You can use that to show you, in this case, where the Indian Ocean is located. Show me Indian Ocean. Pacific, there are only 2 more buttons on the screen. One of these is the Pacific, one is not. This is the Pacific, this is the Southern Ocean. We were 28 seconds over. So we replay over and over until we can beat the clock and go to the next level. Click go. I already know the first 7 without looking at the question. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America. And now the 1, 2, 3, now the 5 oceans: Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, Southern. We beat the clock. That's the goal. Be able to beat the clock. And then we go to the next mode, which is in random order. All the questions will be on the screen. The questions will be in random order. Let's just go and I'll show you how it works. Click the go button. The questions are in random order. It asks for the Atlantic Ocean. Again, when you click the correct button, you get a green light and the button disappears. When you click the wrong button, it says, sorry, this is the Arctic Ocean. You can use the show me button to find, in this case, North America. The button disappears. It asks for the Pacific Ocean and South America, Arctic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Australia, Europe, Antarctica, Asia, Africa, and the Southern Ocean. We were 6 seconds over, so we replay over and over until we beat the clock. Let's beat the clock. Click go. Indian, Arctic, Europe, North America, Australia, South America, Pacific Ocean, Southern Ocean, Africa, Atlantic Ocean, Antarctica, Asia. We beat the clock, and now we go to the next mode, which is the test mode. Click go. Again, they're going to be in random order. All the buttons will be on the screen. The button does not disappear from the screen when you're in test mode. You're not racing the clock, so you can take your time. The show me button will not help you, and you only get one chance to answer the question. If you get it wrong, you're not going to score 100%. But if you don't score 100%, you simply replay over and over until you score 100%. It asks for Australia. Again, we're in test mode. We get a green light. The button does not disappear. The show me button does not appear. We are not racing the clock. It asks for the Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean, North America, Africa, Arctic Ocean, Pacific. So far, we've answered 7 of the 12 questions, and we've got a green light for every time we clicked. We have got all of these correct so far. If we continue to get a green light, that'll be 100%. It asks for Asia, Europe, Antarctica, South America. That's 11 we've answered. It asks for the Atlantic. That's 12 we answered correctly. We get 100%. And we can also print a certificate. When this comes up, if you click this button, you'll get a certificate you can print. It downloads it to your laptop or computer. And it has the name of the game, the date that you scored 100%. It has your avatar, the little picture that you use. So that's how it works. I'm going to click the exit button or click up here to exit, either one. You can use the one in the top left corner to exit or bail out at any time. Let's get back into that game, Continents and Oceans. Click. But this time, I'm going to go right to review mode. In review mode, they're still in alphabetical order. All the questions are on the screen. You don't have to do them 7, 14, 21 at a time. Click go. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe. I can do this without even looking at the question. North America, South America, Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, and Southern. And we are still racing the clock. Let's do that again. I'm going to replay. I'm going to click go. We have 18 seconds. That's 1.5 seconds per question. But we're going to do this in, 10 seconds. Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America, Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, Southern, Indian, Pacific, Southern. And we have 8 seconds left over. So we did that in 10 seconds. And let's exit. We're going to get right back into that game again. But this time we're going to go to test mode. You can all do this. You can go to test mode. You can go to review mode. You go back to learn mode. Test mode, it goes right into test. We're going to get 100% unless I click the wrong button. Okay. Australia, it asks for Arctic Ocean. It asks for the Southern Ocean. Antarctica. Antarctica is the continent. Atlantic. South America. Indian Ocean. Africa. Asia. Europe. Pacific Ocean, Pacific, North America, and we got 100%. And we could print that certificate when it comes up. We can click this button and print this and download and then print the certificate at any time. That's how we start. This is how the whole system works. Whether it's in 50 states, South America, continents and ocean, country of Europe, Africa, 7 questions at a time, race the clock, beat the clock, focus. Learn to do this. I believe that a 2nd grader should know the continents and oceans. You don't have to wait to 7th grade to start learning geography because it's really important. that's all I wanted to show you here today. And each day we're going to add another game you can play. Each game will only be available for a few days. But as you go through the 30 days of this month, if you aren't comfortable, you can go through it again. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and you can be tied with the best geography teacher on the planet, because nobody can say Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Falkland Islands, French Guiana, Guyana, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela better than that. They might say it faster, but Argentina is Argentina. Bolivia, you can be the best. And I'll tell you something else. I talked to a lot of geography teachers, and many of them don't really care about geography. It's just something that they needed someone to teach it, and someone said, oh, that's easy. Well, it is easy, but you can be the best. You should be the best. If you're going to take your time doing anything at all in life, in your life, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time unless you really care about it. You want to be the best. You have so many opportunities when you're the best. You want to get a job in some other country, some other part of the world. You have talents, you have skills. You've already learned how to work with students. You already learned how to encourage them, inspire them, motivate them. Already enough of that. I get on a bandwagon or whatever it's called because I believe geography knowledge is very important. I believe geography knowledge can lead to world peace. I'll tell you about that later. So thank you for watching. Appreciate your time. Okay.